Hey, it's Nick here again. Wanted to talk about this substance I've had some experience with called DMT, dimethyltryptamine. Now, dimethyltryptamine, I know for a fact, is produced inside the brains of all mammals. I couldn't speak for any other animals, but I know it's produced in plants as well. So, it's used it's an active ingredient in ayahuasca, which they use in the Amazon down in South America and stuff, and ritualistic, hallucinogenic stuff. But it's very potent stuff. Evidently, a similar form of DMT, not the actual form that you smoke, is produced and released in your brain during REM sleep, and they say at birth and death and stuff. I don't know how much that shit's true, but one of my experiences with it, with smoking DMT, is I actually had a video on here. It got flagged, which is pretty sucky, but I smoked it, and immediately within 30 seconds, the onset is you're blasted into this world of amazing color, fractals of infinite detail, a lot of earthy tones, and usually within the first minute I'm greeted by some sort of human-shaped entity. The beginning of the trip is usually very quick. I'm folding through rooms or flying around a certain object. Things are changing very fast, and this entity is with me at all times, while other smaller entities change and manipulate the world that we are in. All of this while I am a conscious observer. I'm intellectually aware, but I am not identifiable in my mind with anything that I know, as far as like being a human being, or just like basically I'm like an entity, this observer in this universe. And as the trip progresses through the next couple minutes, usually slows down, the interactions with the entities become less and less pronounced, until I enter a room where everything is moving very slowly, and things aren't changing as quickly, and a lot of Alex Gray, very inspirational, psychedelic art. I tend to see a lot of like human shape stuff, but it's just the outline, just the shape. Everything else is just certain colors. It's actually pretty crazy. Let me see how much time we got left on this. So my last experience with it, I took a hit. I always like to do it, nobody talking, nice smooth, chilling electronica, like Tycho, if you ever heard of Tycho, playing, and a pretty well lit room. After I hit it, I lay back, very comfortable position, closed my eyes, and within about 20 or 30 seconds, I found myself in this room with very complex geometric shapes folding in on each other, and I'm greeted by an entity, which takes me through a picture puzzle pattern door. And as we're going through this door, about 5 minutes of experience, which is kind of hard to explain because time is like no concept in this world. But after about 4 or 5 minutes of this experience, all of a sudden the entity comes in front of me, and then with infinite detail, exactly how it just had been laid out before me in those last couple minutes, we did everything hyper speed in reverse. And as I realized we entered the room we were in the beginning, there were multiple picture puzzle pattern doors. And without speaking, this entity communicated to me that he knew the ends and outcomes of every door and took me down that one because he knew I would like that one the best. And then he took me back here to show me the power that he has over this fourth dimension we call time. So for me to have an entity which is in my brain telling me something that I didn't understand or conceive of beforehand is pretty crazy. Joe Rogan's into it and stuff. I'll make some more videos of it. I've got a lot of experiences to share, but it's definitely pretty cool, something you should look into. Check out earwid.com, Earwid, E-R-I-W-O-D. I know, E-R-O-W-I-D, sorry, .com, and there's definitely lots of information on anything you want to know about truck wise. Thanks, and hopefully you guys are